Hello dear Titanic builders. So today I would like finally show you and announce the first editions, two editions of my Magic Scale Modeling editions of my Titanic hull support set. And actually what you see here, this is first version, the original Titanic hull support LED set, which already many of you have. And this is basic version of MS, so Magic Scale Modeling. I will tell later MSM edition, my Titanic hull support set. Actually, when I started to design this kit, it was not yet this very nice Titanic kit from Scale Modeling announced. And so that time I designed my kit just to be able to carry on only one LED strip. So yeah, so you see here it's like one strip. It's not really enough space to two strips. But actually when Magic Scale Modeling kit appeared, in their kit they have idea that you have this long LED strip going all around the hull. So actually you have like two lines of LED strips for whole hull. So that's why I remodeled my structure, and you see now that it's capable of handling like two LED strips, yeah, like here, on the both side. And actually that is the main also now difference. So that's how this first version LED support look like. You see it's flat, and here just only one LED strip goes, and this is the new one, so it's like shaped, and each strip goes on one side. Actually that is also better, because when you go and take a look in Titanic hull, it's also the light is going more into each side, not like only to the bottom, to the top. Yeah, of course such remodeling also resulted that this LED covers or diffusers, they are also now different. So it's actually you need also to replace them. I have been asked by many people who already have this original set to be able to upgrade it, so they don't need to completely buy a new set. I took care about that, and actually it will be upgrade set, because at least half of this original kit you can use, because it's this top connector remains the same. Also all this, let's say, ribs, they're also to the great extent the same. And so that's why it will be like upgrade set. You still need to completely like replace all these parts, all these parts, so it's almost like half of the parts of the original kit should be replaced, but still it means the upgrade set will be half a price of the new set. Another part which is also changed, as you see, so this is this rib from original, so this is the shape for this connector, and that's actually the hole where this one LED strip goes. This is, as soon as it's now goes like that, this is like holes for two LED strips, and this is actually okay. This hole also has been moved a bit, but at least what you could do with this, there is no such holes here. What you could do here, you can just simply cut out this one shape, and you have this hole on another side. Yeah, and this hole is enough to accommodate this LED strip here in this case. When you later, because you still could use and insert this, the hole is the same, and you have like two holes to go for LED strip. Okay, that's not perfect, but still you can reuse this ribs from original set. They're compatible with this new LED support system. Yeah, so that is kind of what gonna be like upgrade set, so you will have it as an option. And at the same time, as I said, so this is what you see here. This what I name Magic Scale Modeling Edition Basic set of my hull support. And actually you could also use it even without MSM kit, because this LED strip which is installed here, I have them independently from what they're very similar, and they're also very nice warm white color. So actually what's supposed to be in for Titanic. So if you also want to have it just additionally to original Titanic LED set which comes with the kit, you can also get this LED strip from me as an option, and you can use this set without any this magic scale modeling parts, just to add lighting of Titanic hull, but with two LED strips. Yeah, but so when this kit came, so the main idea was just to add support for these three main parts. Actually, this part, one part is this circuit board, so this main board, and another part just to add support and install these two speakers. So here's, you see it's already mounting to my set, and because at least also for magic scale modeling they propose just to put these speakers, just tape it or whatever to the hull, which to my mind not very great, because it could be some vibration, tape could be released, and after that this speaker could go all around the hull. So that's why what I thought here, let's maybe me and so let's continue. I removed original Titanic's this full support set, while from this point I will show you the next kind of version. So this is, as I said, this basic, which only adds support for LED strips. But now idea, the next version will be MSN Lite edition of this my support set, and which will add support for, as I said, for circuit board and these two like speakers. And for that, what I did, I a little bit remodeled also. So for those of you who will also have it as an upgrade of original set, you will kind of need, because you have this hole for mounting of these different adapters. And let me show how does it work now. Yeah. So idea that later when you install your full support set into Titanic hull, and also there is this extra support which makes additional, let's say, stability for the hull. Especially this is important for those of you who is doing this Alexander photo act part. But idea is that you could still very easily install this circuit board somewhere here and easily get access to all pins that you could connect everything. And so on, I made this very nice, let's say, adapter. So here you see this 064 rib with the new holes. And actually what you do here, you just, so there is adapter, so you can like install it here. It's really easily going back and forth. So yeah, so, and now you can handle, so you can install this. Yeah, that's all will come. So all screws, everything will come together with the kit, so you don't need any extra parts if you order it. Yeah, so idea you install it here, because this adapter is necessary to have enough spacing with to get really nice access from the top. Yeah, so that's why there are two adapters, and here is now this holder. Okay, let me screw it here. It's, let's say, very stable, very nicely arranged. Yeah, so okay, it could take a little while. Yep. Yeah, so yeah, and you have very nice, let's say, place for circuit board. So you can now insert it here, and it's really nicely, let's say, stays here, so it's really nicely fit there. And if you put it into the hole, yeah, so it's, and even add this adapter, this platform, you see you have really nice access to all pins there. No, it's very nicely arranged. And okay, and now, so with the circuit board sitting in this nice adapter, what we could do, we can try to connect all pins and see how does it work. I mean, actually, as I mentioned, I'm working now with Magic Scale Modeling Kit, and I asked Richard from Scale Modeling, is it possible to use with the circuit board such battery pack, so for AAA or for AA batteries or accus? And he said that it should be no problem to use it, so it's kind of approved by Magic Scale Modeling. And now we installed this main board, and we can also see connect one of the speakers here. Yep, and we can now connect it to this battery pack and see how does it run. Here it is. And yep. Yep. Yeah, you see, it works very good. And so we can now disconnect it. Idea of such battery pack, first of all, just to be able to add to install it later inside the hull, so that you could use battery pack without any extra. But that will be, of course, not possible if you use it as it is. That will come to Pro edition of this set. Yeah, and as I said, so there are two. I added possibility for the mounting of this speaker. So first of all, it's very nicely mounted. There is no any vibration, and you could either mount it as like so, taking a look aside. So in principle, you can, as you see, it's completely symmetrical. You can change it. You can install it like that, or like, let's say, looking in another direction. It would depend on how you set your Titanic on display, which side you go. Like you can have it like here, or you can later have it like there, which side is going to be to you. Yeah, and this is like this side mounting, and at the same time there is this top mounting, so you also replace one of these connectors here. Yeah, and later you install it, and you can have like your speaker looking upwards. So for this, and this will be like this Lite set, so adapter for mainboard, and this two of these vertical adapters and two of these side adapters for speakers. So and in principle the length of the cable enough, so you can put it in any, so in principle in any section, so it's completely you can replace any of these top connectors with this new mounting and put it as far as you want. In principle this is stereo sound, so that could be done like that. Another point actually when we coming to that, because so far Magic Scaling modeling this circuit board, it doesn't have any remote control. It may come later with upgrade, but Richard also couldn't say when it comes, so that's why I'm thinking about adding such functionality. And what I also did, so I took this really simple, let's say, switch, remote switch on off, and will be like option to upgrade. So for example, you can have it as an option to this kit. I also prepare it already mounting of, so you can simply also mount it on another side. Yeah, so here is mounting for this adapter. Also here. Yeah. I mean, okay, you can just go and yeah, with adapter. So if you want, you can easily access it. This all parts you will get together with this adapter, for example. And where it is. Yeah. But okay, so here will be installation, so I will not maybe now, because it's anyway not very nicely seen, but to show how does it work. So now here it's pretty also nicely written in, so it means here you should plug your power supply from Magic Scale Modeling, or for example this battery pack, so it will be also one pin in, one pin out, so you couldn't make it wrong after that. Yep. So here you connect your power supply, and here also one pin in, one pin out. You can connect your Magic Scale modeling main board. So now it's power, and you have this nice remote. So you just press it, and it starts. So now when you want to switch it, you just press switch, and it's switched off. So in principle, so that's why you can easily, and it's okay, at least 10-20 meters distance, so you can switch it from another part of the room, or just even from another room. But that gives you completely freedom, so adds this functionality for remote switch on and off. Yeah, so as I said, so this board with this nice remote control is an upgrade part which you can order additionally, or just additionally to any of the variant, also this one, and then we will come now to the Pro version. So as for the Pro version, idea of the Pro version actually, which we also discussed it with some of you, and also with I discussed it with Richard, and he actually also liked that. The idea of the Pro version is to be able to later remove this circuit board from the hull. For example, yeah, it's still electronics. This either just to replace it if it's broken, or later replace it with, for example, this larger or newer board. Yeah, and for that I'm still working on it. It's not completely finished, but I will just give you idea what will be in this in this Pro edition. Because idea here, I mean, first of all, that's how this middle structure will look like. It's pretty much changed. This is only the three sections, and it will be here like mounting. So first of all, idea by that. So that's why from that point of view, if you're not ready to cut your hull, because idea just to make such cut in the hull, so that later when you have all this mounting inside, you can really, so first of all, you see it will be this battery pack installed and this access to two boards. So that's actually this part I have modeled from this trumpeter Titanic hull, and yeah, so actually if you're interested you can also get it, order it. But idea when you order, this is already Pro kit. When you order Pro kit, what you will get also, you will get this kind of adapters which you could apply to Titanic hull. This is exactly just marking the hole on Titanic, so that you can also easily later mark it, and use any tool you want just to cut this part. And additionally to that, you will also get, I'm still working, this is kind of will be hatch which you can later use just to install instead of this part which you cut. So that's why also means you don't really need to cut it really carefully. So you just only need maybe somehow cut. Later you can make it work on that, but that will be like this hatch which will go there. So if you're ready to do this, so this next kind of part of the video is really like for you, because here we're coming to this point. So as I said, I have not yet finished completely with this kit, but so here will be part for an adapter. So I also made it so that you can, let's say, remove it easily. Yeah, so like here it's also like holding screw. Yeah, so you can simply remove it from there, and as you see, there is enough space. So to idea that if later comes new board, it could be a bit larger, for example, or more thicker, you can remove this adapter. This now designed for this original board. You can remove this adapter and then replace with adapter for the new board. Yeah, and from this side it will be also new new adapter for this. If you like to have this remote control switch, it will be installed here. Yeah, so it will be here. And now I will show you, actually, if you already have my whole universal swing set 200, I will show you now how it's really easy to work on this mounting if you like have this hole. So this is just to show you that you can easily have access to this internal part. Yeah, so now we can install it here. So it means later when you want to replace your battery, or you want to replace your this card, so you can use this swinging stand 200 just to install Titanic on it, and you can really easily swing it. And you see now, you can do it up to that. And let me change direction, just you could see this better. Yeah, and maybe a bit change the lighting. Yeah, so you see you have now access from the bottom, and it's really easily in this case. And as you see, here will be this remote control switch. Here you install your main board. So when you do it like that, you see it's still all pins are easily accessible. So it means later when you need to disconnect all pin and remove the card, you will still have really easy access, really easy to connect everything back. Yeah, and there is still enough. So here you can connect it to this remote switch, and here you could have this battery pack. Yeah, what will come still, I have not yet tried that, but it will be also I will install this micro USB port here. Yeah, so that's why you can connect it, and I also plan maybe to do this with this magnetic USB connector cable. So it will be here just only this magnetic part, and you just put this magnetic cable, click here, and that's all. And it will be also here switch, so you can decide yourself. So either you want it from just to power from power pack or from external USB, it will be here. One part which I'm also thinking now, I still need to test it. I have ordered several of this wireless charging transmitter and receiver, because as I show, so this will be this hatch which you gonna have here. It will be also most probably here arranged with magnets, so you don't need really, you can adjust it, but you don't need really any screws or whatever. So it means when it sits there, it will be I think almost not really visible, especially here when it is painted and so on. It will be not really visible. But idea also for those of you especially who is going to put Titanic on this wooden block, just like display. What I'm thinking also, it's possible here to install this coil for a receiver from this wireless charger, and in this case, okay, it worked up to 1 centimeter distance, so this is 3 millimeter, and if you put it on these blocks, you can easily install second coil on a block, and it will be something like, I don't know, 5-6 millimeter distance, which should be perfect for wireless charger. So it means in this case you completely don't need any really wired connections, so you can have you can just put your Titanic on these blocks and it will work. But that's I still need to test different this wireless charger system, emitter and receiver, but that's I will do next week. And yeah, so that's what I wanted to show you. So first two versions, this basic and Lite, actually you could already order. It will be pricing an upgrade set for this Lite version. This version is still ongoing. I'm still testing. Unfortunately, also there are some problems with suppliers from China, something coming slower than I expected, but at least I should have also everything I need to finish this version next week. So that for those of you who really interested in such version with a replaceable board and with a battery pack here installed, you're welcome to wait till next week, and I will publish already video and testing. So this is just preview of Pro version, which is not yet available for ordering, but I plan to finish it next week. Hey, just one small addition to my video, because while I was making that video, it was a post-delivered, and now I could really, and this was part which I was waiting, so now I could really show what I meant by this magnetic cable. So as I said, I plan to install here, for example, this USB port and USB, and you can connect this magnetic adapter, and later you can just very easily click. It's really stable, it could rotate, so you don't need anymore any stecker or just connector, just really physically, so it's really easily. Actually, I mean, this connection system could also be applied for the Lite version, so I mean, where no cut in a hull, so anything you need, you just need to make this size hole in a hull and just make it accessible for connector. Yeah, this is what I mean by this very convenient way to connect, and this, yeah, that's what I meant by this wireless charger. So that's, I will test it now, and I will maybe even post some short video tomorrow. So one will be in this case installed on this hitch. Technically, it's also possible to add this functionality to this Lite version, not only here, but there, of course, you, as I said, if something broken, you couldn't anymore replace it. So that's why maybe I wouldn't really go for such complicated, already a lot of electronics, a lot of connections in this Lite version where you don't have any more access inside the hull. So I will still more position this all electronics for this Pro version where you have this niche and this hatch, so that you could access all this component if you need to replace anything. And the idea, yeah, so one you install here, and the second one, so this receiver, second one, so this emitter, you, for example, put in one of these, as I said, blocks, and when you put your Titanic on a block, so you will be only also like charging energy power supply without any, at least, connection, so you don't need at all any connectors or whatever. That's I will test even already maybe today, and as I said, I will maybe post some short video about this tomorrow. Okay, so you are welcome. I'm really looking forward to hear your opinion. Please add your comments, suggestions, ideas under the posts in my Facebook group regarding this video. Yeah, looking forward to hear from you, and see you soon.